Hi guys, Christina here, Young Living member ID 1531704. So as you can tell, this is actually my first video that was pre-recorded. It is daylight out. I'm actually getting a step ahead because I was not able to get in front of the camera in real time to give you the video otherwise. So here is a pre-recording, but it will be short, simply because this chapter is short, but secondarily because I did say I want to keep these videos well within 30 minutes if at all possible. So again, this is night number 4, and we are talking through this book right here. This is called Gameplan, the complete strategy guide from starter kit to silver. So all of you on this page have gotten your premium starter kit, whether it was 3 years ago, a year and a half ago, or 3 weeks ago. So every single one of you here have your premium starter kit, and it's great that we have that in common. Just a reminder that with your premium starter kit, every single one of you has the ability for income potential with Young Living because you are given distributor status when you purchase that premium starter kit. There's nothing else you have to buy. There's no certifications you have to go through, no forms you have to fill out. You are a distributor. Whether you choose to use that to your advantage or not, that's totally up to you. But that is what this March series is. It's going to be me explaining how to get your oils for free, like how to get them paid off, or simply do that and make a little bit more, or go big or go home like I am and really making this a thing. So, okay, night 1, just to recap, we talked about the why of looking at Young Living as an awesome opportunity for income potential. And then the second night, we talked about my story, and I told you a little bit about how I got started with Young Living. And then night 3, we talked about the how. So I gave a very quick video on how to get started. Of course, there's more to it, but you have to open up that calendar of yours, pick a date, invite some friends and family members over, and start passing your oils around from your premium starter kit. So that was the very step 1 of how to get started with Young Living, as far as working towards getting your oils and your products paid off, and then some, if that's your choice. Now tonight, we are going to talk about the 6 mistakes that every business builder or everyone who earns income potential makes, or this is something you want to really look out for. So you might be asking yourself, why am I doing something like that so early on when we've barely gotten started on the ins and the outs of the business? Well, the answer is really simple for that. It's because I and Sarah Harnish, the author of the book, already in chapter 4, she wants you to be ahead of the game and to see these mistakes well before they happen. Or she wants you to see one of them potentially developing and you go, wait a minute, I know what this is and I know that I shouldn't be doing this. So if I don't give you the tools to know what to look out for, you might get stuck in a groove or in a rut, and then you're like, and we all know it's harder to get out of the rut before we even than getting in the first place. So that's why I'm sharing with you the 6 mistakes that you might make, or some people make, when looking to earn income or share or business build with Young Living, because there's power in knowing, right? Okay, so number 1, what is the first mistake? Now, you might resonate with a few of these. You might see a propensity for yourself to fall into these patterns, or maybe you yourself are already experiencing some of these. We have all experienced at least one, I will tell you. Okay, the first one is you don't have a strong enough close on your class or your lecture or your sharing session. Now, here's the thing. When you are sharing your essential oils, if you're doing so for income potential, you want to make sure that you're not just like, hey, thanks everybody for coming. Hope you had some fun. See you next week at work, or see you at the gym. You want these people to have some direction as far as why they're there. You don't know, but there may be somebody sitting on your couch that wants the premium starter kit. So it's your job to direct them, just like you were directed either by myself or one of your upline to know how to make that purchase so that you can choose to do so either that night or when you're ready. So you want to have a strong enough close that give people direction. I have heard people say that they have gone to an essential oils class or an essential oils get together, and they didn't actually know that the person there was a distributor, because that person either didn't understand how to close well, or maybe they were too concerned about seeming salesy, and so they never even let the people know that they could help them with that. And so yes, although having things at your home like sharing sessions is great for educational purposes, and you do want to educate, you want to make sure that you're not just giving the impression that it's simply just a free thing where people can come and no big deal and give them no direction. Give them direction, guys. So we want to work on a strong close for your presentation, because otherwise it can also be really awkward. Because if you're done with your last oil and you're like, all right, so I'm just going to close up my box. Give people direction, both for yourself as well as for others. So that's the first one. Tell me how to buy Young Living, okay? This book is full of training and scripts. So the game plan book, it tells you how to do a strong close. There's a very short script in the back that gives you some direction on how to wrap up something like that, how to wrap up your first 101 class or anything. The second mistake that business builders or anything like that, this is not even unique to Young Living necessarily. This is just when people are looking to earn income or work on a business, there are 6 mistakes that are common to men and women. Second one, they keep tapping into the same friend circles. So here's the thing. At first, when you're first getting started off, you might be like, man, this is great. I have an endless supply of friends and family who are interested in oils. And I had 6 people come to my first class, or 15 people came to my first online class. And that's great, guys. And you really should encourage your friends and families to look in and see what you're doing. However, there comes a point where you might saturate your very immediate circle of people. And there came a time where I realized, okay, I think everybody who knows that I sell essential oils is fully aware of it. And the ones who really wanted it at the time, they got them. And then there are the rest of the people who are not that interested, or it's just a no right now. So the same mistake over and over again could be that you keep trying to tap into those same people and you wonder, why is nobody coming to my classes? Why is nobody caring? Well, have you stepped outside of that immediate circle? 3, you might not be marketing enough, okay? Or you might not be giving enough heads up. Here's the thing. It's great to have an impromptu class, especially if you're already getting together with your friends on Friday night and you decide to just throw oils into the mix. But if you're really looking to get your oils paid off or looking for this to be a great income opportunity, you want to give people a heads up, okay? Because whether you work a 60-hour-a-week job or you have 2 young children or whatever it is, or whether you have grown children but you're taking care of a household, how many things can you make within 48 hours notice? I don't know about you guys. Maybe every so often I happen to be like, yeah, I'm free tomorrow night. But the odds of me being free in the next 48 to 72 hours without it being like unexpected is pretty rare. So you want to give people, out of respect for their schedules and also out of preparation for yourself, give people a week and a half to 2 weeks notice, okay? They can plan things around it. They can say no to other things that might come up. Because I will tell you that there are times where I have planned an essential oils class last minute and I'm like, hey, it's this weekend. And people are like, if I knew that, I totally would have come, but I just decided to do something else. Okay, so give a week and a half at least. 7 to 10, 14 days, okay, is ideal, especially if it's a Saturday morning, especially if it's a Friday night. So maybe you're not giving people enough heads up. Number 4, the fourth pitfall or mistake that a lot of business builders make. You don't have a system for following up with people who came to your class or who got the starter kit. Now, I did this a long time ago, back when I was brand new and I had people that joined beneath me or people who came to a class. I was like, hey, I'm so glad you got your kit. Yay, let me know if you have any questions. And that was it. And then I moved on to other people because I didn't really know the importance of follow up, follow up, follow up. Okay, we're going to talk a lot more about how to follow up later on in the book, but start thinking about that. Am I following up with my prospects, either the people who have showed interest? Am I following up with the people who have gotten their kit? Am I asking them, how are you using your oils? Is there one you don't understand how to use? Is there one that you love? Things like that. So follow up is crucial, not just in Young Living, but in every multi-level marketing company, as well as every business under the sun. That's why you get phone calls from your dentist guys to remind you for cleanings, because businesses understand that follow-up is key for business success. Number 5, you don't treat your business as a business. And this is something you're going to hear a lot about over the course of these videos, is if you treat it like a hobby, you will get paid like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, you will get paid like a business. So maybe you are not treating your business like a business yet. Maybe you don't understand that this is a business and this could be something so tremendously large and wonderful for you. Okay? You can't grow a business without teaching in some form. Even if it's handing out a CD or a DVD, step outside of your comfort zone. Now, the great thing that I'll tell you is that Sarah Harnish has made like 80% of their teaching materials totally free. So if you go to her website, which is oilability.com, team.com, you will find on there so much free stuff. There's a free pre-recorded 101 class that she did in a professional studio that you can send to people. Okay, even if you don't have anything of yourself recorded, send them a link. Okay, send them opportunities to be able to listen and hear so that they can learn. Number 6, you get distracted. We're going to spend a whole chapter on the distractions that come up that derail you from staying focused on the few very important things with building a business or earning income. Okay, so getting distracted is very easy. And you might think that some of the things that are not distractions actually truly are distractions to business, to earning income, to growing larger, to all that, okay? That is the last one, is getting distracted. So if you can learn the 6 things listed above and walk through them and see the extent of how these mistakes can be dangerous or at least largely ineffective for growing your business, then you can have a flourishing business, guys. And these are things we have to constantly be doing. Sarah Harnish herself is like, I have to constantly remind myself not to get distracted, because there are things that you can say yes to that seem great that you're like, you know what? This is not really helping. This is taking my attention over here. Especially, guys, we're busy, right? We don't want to be inefficient. We don't want to be doing 18 trillion things. And the thing with Young Living and network marketing is that a lot of people, I think that it's going to require so much of them and spinning 15 more plates than they're currently doing. And that's just not true. And that's part of what Gameplan is about, is it's about promoting efficiency, keeping yourself organized, and it really just being a few deliberate things added to your day or your week that just funnel in your time and attention for maximum output, okay? Anyway, now she said, don't get me wrong, this list isn't about when you have to take a break. If you have okay, so she's saying like, sometimes this happens, guys. Sometimes you're gonna have to go through these and you're gonna have distractions. She says, if you have a major family emergency, you're living through a crisis, it has nothing to do with weak follow-up. So sometimes things happen in your business where you're not flourishing. And that may just be because of a family emergency or something like that. But otherwise, if you're just a little bit frustrated with people's interest not being up like you think it should be, maybe it's one of these 6 pitfalls. And we're going to talk about that over time. She says, though, but for people who are actively holding classes and still not seeing growth, it is 100%. She's saying it's 100% of the time one of these 6 things. So if you are trying and it's just not working, we're going to look at the list of the 6 things. We're going to go over it and say, which one do you think is happening in your life, okay? Are you not giving people enough heads up? Are you not following up with people that have shown interest? Are you not, are you getting distracted? Are you not marketing enough in general? Are you just putting one post on your Facebook once a week saying, anybody want to come to an essential oils class? Okay, you got to stay in the game. So anyway, that's all I have for you tonight, guys. But identify your weakness and follow a plan to avoid those pitfalls. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night. And tomorrow night, I will be live doing chapter 5, which is huge, guys. Okay, this is for every single one of you. It is called Overcoming Excuses and Finding Your Niche, because we all have excuses and they all look different. But I can promise you that every single thought that you have that tells you that you can't do this, or that nobody is interested, or that it's too expensive or too much of your time, or you just don't have a good degree enough to do it, I will debunk every single one of those in Overcoming Excuses Chapter 5 tomorrow night. You guys have a great day. See ya.